So this is going to be fun and interesting. We've actually never done this.
We're gonna crush it though.
Marie Bauman? Oh, you're muted, Marie.
Oops, we lost her. She went somewhere else.
Hang on 1 second.
We are the best chapter on the planet. Welcome, members and guests. We have an incredibly exciting evening ahead. First order of business, be sure to post your pictures of your watch parties on Facebook and Instagram, and use our hashtag Impact100 SRQ to show that even though we aren't together physically, we remain connected. Get ready to celebrate all we have done, where we are going, and who our 2020 Impact100 SRQ award recipients are. To begin this evening's event, we've cooked up a little contest to harness your competitive energy. The first person to email us at info@impact100srq.org with the correct number of times we say the word impact throughout the entire evening, which might actually be a few times, will win a very special prize. So keep listening, Impactors. The contest begins now. We give 100% of the $1,000 member donation to our grant recipients. Therefore, we rely on the generosity of our members, friends of Impact, and corporate supporters to keep us operational. With heartfelt thanks, gratitude, and appreciation, we recognize our volunteers, our friends of Impact, and our corporate and in-kind supporters. Thank you. Thank you to all of our 110% members and every member who has taken the time to volunteer. We could not do it without you. A special thank you to our board of directors. Each has given time, talent, and treasure beyond measure. So let's get started and check in with one of our watch parties.
Thanks, Jane. We are so excited for tonight. Good luck to all of our finalists. We are ready to watch and listen.
We are part of the Impact journey! Woo!
Yes, ladies, you certainly are. Let's take a moment to see how our journey began. In 2018, we could only imagine what our impact might be. We looked to other Impact chapters and dreamt of the moment we could award a single transformational grant in our own community. With a lot of hard work and the collective power of our incredibly giving members, together, we turned that dream into a reality. And what an amazing reality it is. On November 3rd, 2019, the women of Impact100 SRQ awarded not one, but two transformational grants. One to Mothers Helping Mothers and one to The Haven. And as our first recipients, they will forever be confirmation of what happens when determined, passionate, and hardworking women are empowered to impact their community with transformational grants. Let's take a look and see our funds in action. Mothers Helping Mothers provides basic necessities and support services to community families in need. As that need grew, their need for a larger space grew. With our grant, they were able to purchase the building they were leasing, which more than tripled their space and eliminated the cost for rent, enabling them to redirect funds back to the services they provide. Because of you, they can now redirect $56,000 each and every year going forward to helping families and offer professional care management and supportive services.
I was just learning about Mothers Helping Mothers, and I have to tell you, our money was so well spent.
Yay.
And can I hog this for 15 more seconds? Because I was answering a very important question, and you all need to know this. They asked if I was going to apply for another grant like coming up, and at one point I thought, no, we've met our big goal. Like, I can't imagine 114,000. I mean, what really would be so. And then I thought about it, and I met some people last week, and we think we want to start a Northport chapter, which is so necessary down here.
The Haven offers programs and services for adults and children with disabilities to enhance quality of life. Their Selby Preschool prepares its students to enter mainstream kindergarten ready to succeed. Our grant funded the expansion of preschool, making way for 2 additional classrooms, increasing capacity by over 50%, and also provided an expanded and fully equipped therapy room that allows students to receive therapy on site during their school day.
Hi everybody, it's Allison Thomas, Vice President of Education here at the Haven and the Director of the Selby Preschool. We are so excited to announce that we've completed the project. It's finally here, and we've started to move our students in, and I cannot begin to explain to you how much fun it has been getting to watch the kiddos check out all the new materials in their classrooms, our teachers engaging and learning in creative ways that I've never seen before. So it has all been thanks to each and every one of you at the Impact 100. This is such an incredible gift that you've been able to give not only the Haven, but our community and future generations to come.
As you can see, our arrival onto the SRQ philanthropic scene made quite an impact, not only for those 2 deserving organizations and the families they support, but for our entire community. And that impact continues to grow. Isn't that right, Tilly?
Yes, Amy, it sure is. 2019 was an exciting year for the nonprofits, and it was also a great year for our members. 228 passionate members launched our chapter. We raised $228,000 and awarded 2 grants in our first giving year. Just 1 year later, Impact 100 SRQ has grown to 342 women strong. We are so proud to be the largest second-year chapter in the history of Impact 100 chapters worldwide. In 2020, our dedicated membership took COVID-19 obstacles head-on. Together, we rolled up our sleeves and we worked even harder to meet this year's unique challenges. Our volunteer members have proven, yet again, just how giving and committed we are. This year, notwithstanding a worldwide pandemic, 77% of our membership, yes, 77% of our members have participated in our missions work. That is inspirational. Today, we are overjoyed to be awarding $342,000 in grants to 3 qualifying nonprofits.
That's right, Tilly. Today, 342 of our kind, compassionate members who are fiercely committed to transforming our community will award $342,000 to 3 of our 5 finalists. That means that every single dollar of a member's $1,000 donation goes to fund a transformational initiative. As one of 60 chapters, we are part of a more than 20-year-old worldwide movement of women who care to learn about and help solve local problems in a sustainable, impactful way. We are magnanimous moms, purposeful professionals, and gracious givers, all connected and empowered to collectively fund transformational grants to nonprofits in Sarasota and Manatee counties in 5 categories. I am so ready to see which nonprofits will be selected as the Impact 100 SRQ 2020 Giving Year Award recipients. So much work has gone into their selection, as members of our grants team will now explain.
Just after our 2020 grant application opened on March 6th, COVID-19 brought significant challenges and uncertainty to us all. At that point, we felt an obligation to our local nonprofit community to extend the deadline to give applicants enough time to complete their grant applications. As an organization, we used this time to pivot to an almost completely virtual platform. Our members were up to the challenge.
In June, we began our rigorous grant review process.
From the eligibility and financial review to the in-depth focus area committee review, over 250 hardworking women were involved in narrowing the applicants to these 5 finalists. One of the unique and silver lining aspects of the pandemic was our ability to stay connected with all of you, including you snowbirds. Because we adapted to a virtual platform for focus area committee meetings and some site visits, we had members engaging from all over the world. How amazing is that? Thank you again to everyone who joined us on this journey.
Our Impact100 grant model provides grants across 5 main focus areas. These areas are arts and culture, education, environment and recreation, family, and health and wellness. Each applicant chooses the category that best fits their grant application. Our 5 finalists were chosen within each of the focus area committees, and they were announced to the public on October the 14th. We will now present them to you in alphabetical order by focus area. The Arts and Culture Focus Area finalist is West Coast Black Theater Troupe. Speaking for them is Julie Leach, Executive Director, and Nate Jacobs, Founder and Artistic Director.
Hello, I'm Julie Leach, the Executive Director of West Coast Black Theater Troupe.
And I'm Nate Jacobs, the Founder and Artistic Director of West Coast Black Theater Troupe.
We are thrilled to have been selected as one of the 5 finalists by Impact100 SRQ. We're so appreciative of each and every one of you for wanting to make this difference in your community with this program.
The mission of West Coast Black Theater Troupe is to present excellent theater that promotes and celebrates the African American experience and the Black diaspora journey, and also build self-esteem in our youth.
The last portion of our mission is largely accomplished through Stage of Discovery, our 5-week, full-day summer theater intensive program for youth ages 13 to 18. We just completed our 5th summer of Stage of Discovery, and 2019 saw our largest enrollment of 30 students. That's capacity because we put on a fabulous show at the end of the camp, and we want each and every student to have a meaningful role in the show. This year was a bit unusual because we did a hybrid Zoom and on-site program, and we finished it up with a music video outdoors on our campus, socially distanced with the students. This grant is to help magnify our program to a larger age demographic and twice as many students on campus, along with adding an elementary school touring program.
With over 30 years of working with youth in the performing arts, I was very strategic when I planned our program, which I call Stage of Discovery because that's where Nate Jacobs discovered his gifts and talents. Number 1, I also wanted to bring in skilled professionals to teach all the disciplines, music, acting, and singing, and dance actually. And also I wanted to make sure that we covered a focused demographic that were pretty much not reached by other programs in our city.
One feature of our program that is completely unique, there is no cost to the students. Donors underwrite the program, and for that reason we're able to reach an underserved community of students who do not have access to other summer enrichment programs. For many of our students, this is their first professional arts program outside of their schools. Tell them about Zion, Nate.
Zion is one of the students that we work with for the last few years actually. He is one of the most appreciative kids I ever met. I mean, we did a circle prayer right before we went into opening night for the first song, which he was the lead singer. At the end of our circle prayer backstage, he said to me, Mr. Jacobs, I never thought I'd have an opportunity like this, and burst into tears, which I started crying, the entire circle started crying. All these kids, right before we did our big opening number, right? Well, that's the kind of inspiration that we see from the appreciation these kids receive from the program.
Consistently, our students tell us the greatest learning they take away from the program is self-confidence. Which they take back with them to their school. It helps them be more successful in every aspect of their lives. Almost all our students return every year unless they graduate, and they start emailing us early in the year to find out the details of next year's camp. Each year we also survey the participants, and in some of their own words they've said, the inspiration and encouragement all students receive from each and every teacher truly taught me how to be bold and work hard. And I learned that for a performance, you've got to be ready to give it your all.
And from this year's program during our COVID summer, this camp gave me something to look forward to every day instead of just doing nothing. Even with all the challenges that were presented to WVTT, they still were able to pull off the camp and give me many more memories to cherish.
We hope that you will select WBTT's Stage of Discovery for this year's grant recipient. We're so very fortunate to be able to reach a unique demographic of students that are not reached, and also provide more opportunities to a younger demographic with this new grant, to reach upper elementary and middle school students, to take professionals into elementary schools and even summer camps during the summer. Thank you so much for your consideration. We will love to be able to expand this program with your help. Thank you.
Are you keeping count? How many times have we said impact tonight?
The education focus area finalist is the Sky Family YMCA. Please welcome Jean Jones, President and CEO, and Brian Nason, Vice President of Child Development.
Good afternoon. My name is Jean Jones. I'm the President and CEO of the Sky Family YMCA. I'm here today with Brian Nason, our Vice President of Child Development. First of all, I want to say thank you to Impact100 for considering the YMCA for this grant. The Sky Family YMCA has been around for 53 years, all the way since 1967. We currently have 2 early learning centers in Sarasota County, and we are one of the largest child care providers in the county. In fact, we are one of the largest providers in Southwest Florida. In December of 2018, we opened up our new early learning center. And the center that we had before for 30 years, that's been sitting vacant. And so that's where you come in. This would allow us the opportunity to provide services around the clock for about 150 more children per day. So child and youth development programs give children a safe place to go, and we make sure that we are confident and learn positive behaviors grounded in our core values of honesty, caring, respect, and responsibility. At the Y, we don't turn anybody away because of their ability to pay. Last year, we gave away more than $1.5 million in scholarships.
A little bit why this project is so important to us. From birth to age 5, a child's brain develops more at that point than any other time in their life. The experiences they have in those first few years shape how their brain develops. Think about that for a minute. That's how important child care really is. And that's why the need, that the challenge we have in our community is so critical. There are a couple issues we have currently, is that there's lack of affordable care, affordable child care for parents, and it's a demand issue. There's more demand than there is supply. And now you take that on top of South Sarasota County has so much growth with families moving in, houses being built, that demand is going to increase drastically over the next several years. To compound that, we're in the middle of COVID, and many centers had to close down temporarily, and most opened up, but some did not, leaving even more of a demand. On top of that, the ones that did open up may not be offering their VPK program, which is voluntary pre-kindergarten, to ensure that kids are ready for kindergarten. This shortage means that kids are going to enter kindergarten not prepared. It means that they're not going to be in the same playing field as others and already start a little bit behind. The Y wants to be part of the solution to this and put a dent in this problem, and that's where our connection helps. Currently, the Y is serving 145 school agers in our Venice campus and 240 early learners in both our Venice locations. But we do have a wait list of 186 people. 50% of the children that we serve receive some sort of assistance, either school readiness funding from the Early Learning Coalition or from the Y Scholarship Program, which for those people that need extra funds somewhere. The Y last year, as Jean mentioned, 1.5 association-wide, 177,000 in Sarasota County for youth. And during COVID, we know that over the next 2 to 3 years, that's going to increase just as families rebound. We've also added swim lessons because since COVID and since March, drowning in children is up 200%. So now 3 to 5-year-olds are going to get swim lessons in our programs, so they leave with not only that, but a life skill. The project, as Jean talked about, is refurbishing our old child care center. But really what's important is the impact that this makes. We're going to be able to serve 120 more children a day, 40 VPK, 40 children in our infancy through 3s, and 40 after school children. On top of that, we'll have 100 summer campers. We're going to be able to offer things like art, science, theater, cooking, so in family programming. But But what's important is the massive impact. More families have access to affordable care, to affordable child care. More families have access to free, healthy meals. We serve up to 3 a day based on your program. More children will be prepared for kindergarten. More children will learn how to swim. And our school-age children will be on time with their education based on our education support through our after-school program. Gene?
Thank you, Brian. So, again, we look at this as an opportunity to engage and partner. And when I think about the mission of your organization and the mission of our organization and both being transformational organizations, we feel like it would be a great collaboration. So we know that there are the finalists, who are, I'm sure, fantastic, and we are so grateful for you for choosing the Y. But so what are some of the things about the Y that I think makes this a great partnership? One, think about this. We served over 500,000 meals last year. We served over 50,000 people, provided more than $1.5 million scholarships. We think about the branding of the Y, the history, our reputation in the community. We will be the best vehicle, I think, or a great vehicle for your organization to get this message out. And let's come back 30 years from now and think about the impact that we will have had together. So thank you for your consideration, and thank you for all that you do in the community. We appreciate it.
You've just heard from 2 of our grant finalists, and we wanted to take a moment to share the difference Impact has on its members too. The saying goes, the more you give, the more you receive. This holds true for our members as well. Our members mean everything to us. Not only are we on a journey to make a difference in the community, but also with each other.
As somebody who came here knowing nobody, and now, I come to a screen and I see out of maybe 33 women, at least half of the faces who I feel like I've met in person, but I haven't yet. But just knowing that there's a way to be involved in the community and learn about the community and give back and stay connected at the same time. And for me, it's been a saving grace.
By joining this SRQ family, you manifest an extraordinary tribe of like-minded women who can move mountains. Whether you are new to Sarasota or have lived here for decades, this group has created a culture of nurture. Some members have even shared that they don't know what they would have done without the Women of Impact over the last 8 months.
The reason I joined Impact, I moved to Sarasota about 3 years ago. Didn't know a lot of people, and I knew I wanted to get involved in the community, but I wasn't really sure exactly with what. Not only have I met so many incredible, powerful women in leadership that, are such creative minds, I've met a lot of great friends in this organization as well. And not only have I made friendships, but I'm able to impact and change my community.
Hi everyone, I'm Courtney Carroll. I became a member in January, so kind of an unconventional start to becoming a member, but for the few months that we had our meet and greets, I definitely have been able to meet some amazing women, and definitely would do it all over again. The Impact women are so compassionate and so dedicated to making sure that your resources are going to the right people. I'm very grateful to have found Impact 100, and if you're looking for a group of powerful women that really care and love their communities and want to make an impact, this is the place for you.
We all join for different reasons, and sometimes we don't even know what that reason is. Whether you want to create or expand your friend circle, network for your business, volunteer, or just feel more connected to the community, there's a place for you here. Joining Impact 100 SRQ, you control and design your own experience, which allows you to choose how you participate. Here's what I mean by that. Members have no time requirements. You may choose to be involved in everything we do. Join the board of directors, show up once in a while, attend a meet and greet, or join and then just vote during our annual celebration. It's completely up to you.
I was introduced to Impact 100 at the 2019 annual celebration, where I was invited as a guest. It was a joyous, happy environment, and I sat at a table of amazing women. We had a lovely conversation, and then we got to meet the finalists, but I couldn't vote.
Just know that we support our members, and we're just an email, text, or phone call away.
Thank you, Diana. The Environment and Recreation Focus Area finalist is the Florida Institute for Saltwater Heritage. Speaking today is Angela Collins and Karen Bell.
Hi, my name is Karen Bell, and I am here to speak to you about the Florida Institute for Saltwater Heritage and our project that you guys have so generously opted to possibly help us with. I joined FISH in the late 1990s, and in 1998 we were fortunate to be able to purchase 97 acres that is due east of Cortez. And why this was significant is because 70 acres of that land is mangrove forests. The upper 23 acres are uplands, obviously, and today that is one of the last remaining mangrove forests on Sarasota Bay. Unfortunately, with development today, we've lost a lot of our mangroves, and why that's so essential to Cortez is because mangroves are what support our fisheries, and Cortez is one of the oldest fishing villages left in the state of Florida. We purchased that with a $1,000 down payment. We were fortunate enough to be able to work with the owner, who was Mrs. Carl Shuey from Sarasota and Fort Myers, I believe. She allowed us to pay $1,000 down and $63,000 for 4 years. We successfully did it with private funds. People were so excited about this purchase because they knew the significance for the community and for the bay. We took donations from 10 cents to thousands of dollars. We had $10,000 gifts. So it was a great project, and today we're continuing that work. Like I said, it protects the village, it protects commercial fishing, and it also abuts the museum in Cortez, which Manatee County purchased sometime a year or two after our purchase. And today they offer what is basically will be one day an awesome park system. We use that property to support our events. We have events on the upland part, and again, the main part of the focus is the mangrove forest, which is again the base of our ecosystem. And so we were really fortunate to get that.
Yeah, and like Karen said, my name is Angela Collins. I'm with Florida Sea Grant and the University of Florida IFAS Extension, and I work closely with the Florida Institute for Saltwater Heritage, along with several other partners, including Manatee County and the Sarasota Bay Estuary Program. This property is an amazing stretch of undeveloped shoreline. Again, one of the last undeveloped shoreline stretches on Sarasota Bay. And it's been in different phases of restoration since FISH purchased the property. And the monies that we're requesting from you would actually go into funding the creation of a walking trail, as well as 2 bridges that would actually connect all of the property within the preserve and allow us to better share this property with the rest of the community. So the funding would go toward the creation of this wonderful trail, the 2 walking bridges, and also educational signage and an educational visitor kiosk that would allow visitors that come to the preserve to learn more about the property, to learn more about the history of Cortez and this amazing working waterfront that is on the National Register of Historic Places. And the preserve is, again, a fantastic habitat. It's home to over almost 40 species of birds, over 29 different species of plants, almost 30 species of fishes, and an assortment of 18 other species, including mammals and reptiles. So it's one of those places that's very special to visit, and being able to share it with the community is a service that I think would just be amazing for Cortez and also for our surrounding visitors and also residents in Manatee and Sarasota counties. So we'd like to thank you again for listening to our spiel and for considering this project.
While it's true that today we will only be able to fund 3 of the 5 finalist initiatives, you can support all of our 5 finalists. Each one has supplied us with a wish list that you can find on our website. This is an example of the impact of impact. We continue to support our nonprofits year-round through donations of time, talent, and treasure. And by the way, Impact100 SRQ's wish list is also there.
The Family Focus Area finalist is Children's Cancer Center. Speaking today is Patricia O'Leary, CEO and Executive Director, and Stephen Altier from the Sarasota Manatee Advisory Board.
Hi, my name is Steve Altier. On October 1st, 2007, 13 years ago, my life changed pretty dramatically. I was coming home from work. It was a typical October day, going to another bank merger. The son has baseball practice, my daughter has violin practice, there's a recital at Pineview to go to. I come home and my wife says, as soon as I get home, we need to talk. So I'm figuring, what did I forget this time? So we go into the bedroom, she sits down, she looks me straight in the eye, and she said, our baby has a malignancy. She has Ewing sarcoma, it's stage 3, and she needs to start chemotherapy immediately. And I was hit like a ton of bricks, like any of you would have been. I asked her, what is the prognosis? She said it's not bad. She has a 30% chance or better of surviving. So that began our odyssey. When Casey was diagnosed, the entire family was diagnosed. We had 3 children at the time. I worked. My wife was staying at home, but she was taking care of Casey's every need at this point. The financial strain was incredible. All the fears that I had as a father of taking care of my family, supporting them, were all pretty much thrown out the door. There was nothing I could do to solve her cancer, but I could provide for the kids, I could take care of everybody. And I had imagined what it would be like for a teenage daughter at Pineview to be going through chemo, and how that impacted my sibling, her siblings, and the time it was going to take. In Sarasota, the resources are very, very limited. All pediatric cancer treatments lead you up to Tampa, and there's not a lot of psychosocial help in this area, and that's where the community, the Children's Cancer Center came in.
Every 3 minutes, somewhere in the world, a family like the Altiers hears the devastating news that their child has been diagnosed with cancer. With an increase of pediatric cancer diagnoses locally, it is imperative that we all recognize that kids need more than medicine to be well. This is why the Children's Cancer Center continues to offer emotional support, financial assistance, and educational resources easily accessible to the families here in Sarasota. The Children's Cancer Center is truly more than a place for resource services. It becomes a second home, a place where children can get a piece of their childhood back. A place like teenagers, like Casey, can come and be with other teenagers and go on outings and not worry about not having their hair or not worry about the 50 pounds they may have put on as a result of their steroids. It's a place where a mother, like Steve's wife, can sit with another mother who truly understands on a deeper level what it's like to have a child battling for their life. The compassion that you ladies have for your community is inspiring. We're grateful for the time you've given to make change here, but we are most hopeful that we together can make an immediate difference in the life of local Sarasota families battling pediatric cancer.
The Health and Wellness Focus Area finalist is the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program. Speaking for them today is Joel Swallow, Chairman, and Aaron Miner, Executive Director of Harvest House.
Hi, I'm Joel Swallow, the Chairman of the Mayor's Feed the Hungry, a volunteer chairman. With me is Aaron Miner, who is with Harvest. And we just want to take a couple minutes to talk with you and encourage you to vote for us for your wonderful grant. We are humbled and honored to be with you and to even be considered. We have been in the business of helping to feed the hungry here in Sarasota, Manatee since 1987. In 33 years, this is the most critical time we've come up with, where people are short because of loss of jobs and money to buy food for their children and their family. So we're beseeching you to consider us to help feed more people in Sarasota, Manatee that are in need. All the great books of history and various religions offer the advice to feed hungry people. It's not a suggestion, it's a command. So we think we're on the right track to help our community and help it grow and be stronger, because it's a critical time, as I'm sure most of you know. We've been in the business since 1987, as I said. This is our 33rd year. I've been honored to be the chairman for about 30 years. And we've done a wonderful job of distributing over 700 tons of food over that period of time, and also almost $8 million worth of $10 food gift cards. The need for a truck is more visible than it's been ever before, because we have tried to go to high-end restaurants, grocery stores, and so on to get fresh food, and they all resist because we do not have an adequate refrigerated truck to retrieve the food back to where it goes and gets refrigerated. So this is critical for Mayor's Feed the Hungry to reach out to even more people, to feed more hungry people. Fresh food, fresh steaks, fresh meat, fresh vegetables. And it's just an honor to be considered to help this out, but it's a very needy situation. I'd like to introduce Erin Miner with Harvest to just say a few words about how important it would be for their ministry to have a refrigerated truck.
Thank you, Joel. Yes, we're just one of 24 agencies that Mayor's Feed the Hungry partners with. So I'm just here instead of the other 23 and with the Harvest to say this is a desperate need in our community. As Joel mentioned, we have opportunities to pick up perishable food, fresh food that we have to turn down right now. But this refrigerated truck will give us the opportunity to have more partners with restaurants, grocery stores to pick up perishable foods, and then also transport them safely. Being in Florida, as you know, the heat, it's just not adequate to have a simple box truck. So if you don't know much about the Harvest, we were founded back in 1984. We've been part of the food service industry and food security since 1990. So this is not new to us. We're very grateful for this opportunity, for partnering with Mayor's Feed the Hungry, and we're grateful that Mayor's Feed the Hungry has done this since 1987 and has so many wonderful partners. We won't let you down. This will be money put to great use. Many hundreds of families are already fed every single week just through our food pantry. And then you have the other 23 partners with Mayor's Feed the Hungry. So to see the increase, we don't know yet what that increase will be, but no doubt we're going to see a significant increase in those who get the services, get the food that they need. So thank you very much.
Thank you for considering us to help feed more hungry people. We appreciate your support and consideration. Thank you.
5 remarkable finalists. We can only fund 3. Don't you want to fund all 5 focus areas? It's not out of reach. If each one of us renews our membership and each one of us reaches out to at least one other woman to join our Impact100 SRQ Giving Collective, we can indeed fund all 5 focus areas for the 2021 giving year. In fact, if you join or renew right now at the 110% level, your additional $100 contribution that covers your administrative costs will be matched by a generous donor who wants to ensure that Impact100 SRQ can remain self-sustaining even in the aftermath of the pandemic, which may make it harder to secure donations to meet operating costs. Please, consider giving us a little kiss. Keep Impact100 SRQ self-sustaining. Join or renew now at the 110% level.
This year, Impact100 SRQ is honored to be included in the 2020 Sarasota Magazine Women of Influence publication. As we began this grassroots journey, we imagined the power of collective giving, and now we realize there is no limit to what we can achieve. We thank each of you for being women of influence and being the solution for positive change in our community. At this time, I want to recognize the women who are rolling off our board of directors. Each has burned the midnight oil, not for hours, but months, even years, because of their passion for the power of collective giving. The founding executive committee members who are rolling off this year: Jody Zaraga, Tony Schimmel, Joanna Benante. Our founding board members: Cheryl Ballinger, Sandy Brander, Beth Walling, Jamie Black, and to our 2020 board member, Dana Duckman. A very special thank you to you all. We will be forever thankful for your vision and your drive. But first, one more final reminder before we announce our Impact100 SRQ 2020 grant recipients.
Please help fulfill our finalist wish list. If we each one reach one, we can fund all 5. Give us a kiss and join or renew at the 110% level. There are so many ways to join. You can pay by check or credit card, pay instantly with Zelle. You can use your donor advised funds, gift stock, or you can pay with convenient installments. Any way you want to join, we are always here to help you.
Your votes have been counted and officially confirmed and verified by Miles & Therion CPA firm. Our sincere thanks to Sandy Therion. Now, the results we've all been waiting for. It is my distinct pleasure to announce the Impact100 SRQ 2020 award recipients in no particular order. Children's Cancer Center, Sarasota Manatee Expansion for Children Battling Cancer, Mayor's Feed the Hungry, fresh food for all, Sky Family YMCA, nurturing the potential of every child. We would like to thank all of our finalists and congratulate our 2020 Giving Year grant recipients. Today, we are motivated more than ever to strive to fund all 5 of our focus areas. We know the need in our community is greater than ever. If each member brings at least one new member, we will fund all 5 in 2021 and continue to transform our community one grant at a time. Have you been counting how many times we've said impact? Don't forget, email your answer to info@impact100srq.org. We will announce the winner during the November 16th Membership Monday. See you at 6 p.m. Also, stay connected with updates and happenings on our website, Facebook page, and on Instagram, as well as in your email inbox. There is no limit to the number of members we can have, and our ability to impact the community is as strong as the transformational initiatives we can fund. Nonprofits, dream big. We are here to transform the community by funding your impactful, sustainable initiatives.
That was really pretty slick and we hope you enjoyed it. But don't go anywhere just yet. Let me take you behind the curtain and show you how the sausage really gets made. Roll the tape, please.
Okay.
Okay. All right, roll. Cameras roll.
There's nothing on the prompter.
You see it?
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna try it again.
It's upside down or backwards.
But you see it?
I do see it. Thank you to did I miss
that was good.
that one word?
Make sure you hold the ending in the camera.
Oh, okay. Impact100 Women Move Forward. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fullwood, New York's coming out.
Any way you... Okay, sorry. I need to fix my words in there. Can you change something? Okay. That's okay. I can be weird.
Isn't that right, Tilly?
I'm sorry.
in our own community. I'm sorry. Such a goober. I'm so sorry. I'm like, don't touch that. Don't look. No, because now I'm like, I looked over there. Is that weird? That's just weird. All right, stop. I'm good. Is that for the B reel? That's for the C reel.
Gag reel.
The G reel. All right. All right, this one and done. There's Selby's priest. I don't want to move. Can I have a drink of water real quick? Sorry, thank you.
One more time. I want you to bump the energy level up, okay?
Okay, do the whole thing. Okay.
Est-ce que tu as compté combien de fois avons-nous dit impact ce soir?
On this journey. So I don't have to do this kind of thing. Okay. I'm like going.
You do sound a little sarcastic with the how amazing is that?
Okay, all right.
How amazing is that?
This is not Kim. That's the thing.
These aren't my words. Okay. I don't obviously speak when I smile on a regular basis. So it's sort of hard to get this going. To everyone who joined us on this journey.
Nailed it.
What did I say?
Impact.
Oh. First? Okay. Here we go. Okay, ready? And our corporate supporters. The founding executive committee, as we began this grassroots.
How does that look? Just relax and talk to a person. Don't talk to the camera. That was one. My lips.
More than 75%. Shoot, we got to change that. I read right into it. Nonprofits.
Thanks to Sandy Therion. Oh, here's the envelope now. That's goofy.
You came up with that one. You came up with that.
Like all of a sudden it's hitting me.
It should be flying around while you're talking about that.
You're this dumb.
No, I think it's funny.
Oh, here's the envelope now. Now, sorry, I got stuck in my belly. Strong as the transformation initiatives. Transformational initiatives. Why can't I say initiatives? Initiatives.
Habt ihr mitgezählt? Wie oft haben wir heute Abend Impact gesagt?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm sounding like. That's why I'm like across. Can't even like get the first sentence out now. That was very uncomfortably long. That was even faster, probably.
Still a little quick.
Thank you, Diana. Creation, Focus Area finalist. I really can't do it.
We are magnanimous moms, purposeful professionals. Oh, that was a trick. That wasn't very nice. Okay, this I gotta get serious for. Oh, yeah, sorry. I can go.
Take the energy up another notch.
Okay. Oh wait, I gotta fix mine.
Oh no. No, that's the wrong one. Dang it! Went the wrong way. God, I almost nailed it, didn't I? Shoot.
Impact.
Cut.
Okay, so I'm going to stop recording because I'm bored.